Hello wonderful people, welcome to the channel, and for this video I'm going to be talking about some events that has happened this week and last week, so without any interruptions, let's hop right into it. Firstly, I and a couple friends of mine, including Reno or Inverse, has done the final Whatever Happens podcast. Now, this isn't the last podcast that will be made, it's just the final format for the Whatever Happens kind of theme into it. Usually when we get on the podcast, we used to talk about just random stuff and have anyone we can find to do it with and just talk about literally anything that comes up on our minds for an hour straight. But there has been a couple fallbacks, and is trying to get everyone into the same voice chat to do the podcast has been kind of an issue, mainly because of scheduling and who actually is online at the time and who isn't. It also is a little disorganized because sometimes we don't have anything to talk about, and it's this weird block into the podcast that I've seen recently. So or by we I mean Inverse, is going a little bit more structured and organized way for the podcast. I'm still going to be involved in it. I'm probably going to be in many of his new brand podcasts, but there's going to be other people in there too. Some people who want to talk about things, talk about issues that they deal with, and maybe other people deal with, and maybe have that in the background, or maybe you listen to it knowing that there are people like us around who are just chilling. Then you've got sometimes people like me with the comedy, the funny parts of the podcast. But yeah, if you want to go check that out, then hop on Inverse's channel whenever the final Whatever Happens podcast comes, and hopefully the new branding podcast will succeed, because I feel like it's way better in this new brand. It's more structured, more organized, and it will flow better. So I can't wait for that. Another thing I've always wanted to talk about is streaming. Recently I've gotten a little better on my equipment, gotten better internet. I actually have internet fast enough to stream. But one thing that's been holding me back is, should I really consider it? I don't know the consistency behind most streamers. Like, do they stream whenever they can? Do they stream on a scheduled basis? I'm someone who needs to stream whenever they're in the right mindset. That's just why I haven't been that consistent with making any kind of content, even if it's on YouTube. But I have considered it, and one thing that is holding me back lately is the content that I would do if I were to stream. The games I mainly play are games that kind of bring out this other side of me that I probably wouldn't want the public to know, but I could tone and filter myself if it really came to that. If people really wanted to see me play games like Modern Warfare or League of Legends or any other multiplayer game that comes out, maybe Halo, probably when Halo Infinite comes out, I'd probably love to do streaming content with that. Or maybe play some single player games and go on the completionist route, complete every side mission and main mission that the game has to offer, because recently I've managed to actually have the time to do that. So if people really want to see that, want to see me go on the streaming world and stream content like that, then just let me know, and if enough people ask for it, then I'll try it out and see how that goes. And speaking of other stuff to do, I know in my return video I said that I mainly wanted this channel to be just something like a commentary / opinion / update channel, something that just basically involves me only and how I think, how I feel, and what I want to say. But if there's any other ideas, maybe like a couple group videos like what Inverse does sometimes and what I used to do, I could always try and gather my friends, or hopefully gather my friends, and make some videos like CSGO and maybe other games. Maybe it's a strong maybe, but maybe Among Us if it really comes down to that. Very, very big last resort option, but It's there somewhere. And maybe some single players. Maybe people really do want me to play single player games and kind of trim it to make it not seem like a long drag. I can do that because I've been recently invested in single player games. Maybe some unique things that you've seen people do in a single player that you'd want me to try out as well. I can try that. And overall, just any suggestions, anything that you want me to do that you probably think is interesting, I'll look into it and see if I can try it out, because of course I want to please my audience. But yeah, very relatively short video, but with the pandemic going on, there's not that much going on right now in terms of big events. Biggest one was the Whatever Happens podcast, but other than that, it's just all thoughts and brainstorming for me. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I got a new microphone, so I should be able to pump up the videos a little bit more. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.